Friday this week marks the anniversary of the publication of a set of predictions about the future by a pope. On the 25th of July 1968, the then Pope Paul VI shared some of his predictions about the future. See whether you think he was right in his predictions. He predicted a general lowering of morality throughout society. He predicted an increase in marital infidelity. He predicted that men would lose respect for women, even to considering women as mere instruments of selfish enjoyment. He predicted the coercive use of reproductive technologies by governments. Have his predictions come true? Not an insignificant number of people do speak of dramatic changes in society since 1968. It may seem hard to deny that Pope Paul VI's predictions have come true. But what about research on these points? Even if we have a sense that things have slid downwards over time, can we point to measurable evidence of these trends? More research is certainly needed, but some research results have become available, especially in the United States. We can presume that there might be parallels between trends in the US and Australia. Research points to increases in fornication, cohabitation and divorce in the late 20th century. Research also suggests increases in rates of marital infidelity. There are now websites dedicated to facilitating dates and rendezvous for people who are already married. Then consider the portrayal of women in the mainstream media and on the internet. Does most advertising and many websites convey the sense that men have a respect and reverence for women? What about the coercive use of reproductive technologies by governments? There is evidence that some Western governments have tied the provision of food and medical aid with the supply of contraceptive products. Some may wonder how Pope Paul VI could have been so accurate in his predictions about the future, which is our present. At least one thought-provoking question can be asked on this point. Was Pope Paul right about all his predictions because he was right about contraception? If we cast our minds to the beginning, to the creation of human beings, an important truth stands out. In Genesis, we read that we are created in the image and likeness of God. And once God had created the first human, we read this critical line: God saw all he had made, and indeed it was very good. Humans are the crown of God's creation. We are very good, just the way God made us. Even though the first humans fell, this cannot erase the fact that we are created in the image and likeness of God. Very good. The key message that we receive at creation is that we are very good, just the way God made us. The subtle message represented by contraception is different. Contraception says that just the way God made you is, well, not quite good enough. If you could just remove one part of the way God made you, then you would be good enough. If you could just get rid of your fertility, then you would be good enough. The subtle message of contraception is that part of the way God made you is actually holding you back. And once you fix up that part of you, then you will be good enough. We are challenged to decide whose message we accept. Do we accept the Heavenly Father's word of love? You are created in my own image and likeness. You are very good, exactly the way I made you. Or do we accept the subtle message represented by contraception? You are not quite good enough. Part of you is holding you back. If you could just fix up this one part of you, your fertility, then you would be good enough. The predictions of Pope Paul VI have come true with chilling accuracy. Yet he did not predict another development. Perhaps he did not even suspect the grave distortions in the understanding of marriage which are spreading today. Could these distortions also have some connection with Pope Paul's words? There are many messages being promoted in the world today. Some of these messages contradict each other and can be hard to decipher. The message of God's providence and love endures forever. We thank the Lord that He has wonderfully created us. We are created in the image and likeness of God. Very good. We thank Him for the blessing of life. We thank Him for His abundant providence in our lives. He is steadfast and reliable. He is the living God. May His name be praised.